Respect is not given freely. It's earned. It's the invisible currency that dictates how people treat you, speak to you, and perceive you. Yet, so many people unknowingly sabotage their chances of being respected. They're stuck in behaviors that scream, "I don't value myself, so why should you?" Here's the harsh truth. There are habits that, once noticed, make people lose respect for you instantly. Not gradually, not over time, instantly. If you've ever wondered why someone pulled away from you, stopped taking you seriously, or even started avoiding you, it might not be about them. It might be about you. Today, we're diving deep into 7 habits that are toxic to your reputation, relationships, and self-worth. It's time to shine a glaring light on these behaviors because, trust me, if you're guilty of even one of these, it's costing you respect, and you might not even know it. Let's cut to the chase. Number 1. Not taking responsibility. This one is huge. Nobody respects the person who always has an excuse, blames others, or acts like a perpetual victim of circumstance. "It wasn't my fault" might feel like a shield, but it's actually a neon sign that says, "I'm unreliable and weak." People admire those who own their mistakes. It shows accountability, maturity, and strength. When you admit fault, you're not making yourself look bad. You're demonstrating integrity. But when you refuse to take responsibility, people stop trusting you. They start seeing you as someone who'll throw them under the bus to save your own skin. Next time you mess up, try this. "I made a mistake, and here's how I'll fix it." Simple, powerful, and instantly earns you more respect than 100 excuses ever could. Number 2. Engaging in gossiping. You know that person who always has the latest dirt on everyone? They think they're being interesting, but in reality, they're killing their credibility. Gossiping might feel like harmless chatter, but it's a massive red flag. When you gossip, people don't think, "Wow, they're so informed." No, what they think is, if they're talking about others behind their back, they're definitely talking about me too. It's a betrayal of trust, plain and simple. And trust is the foundation of respect. Without it, your reputation crumbles. Worse, gossiping makes you look insecure. Instead of addressing your own issues, you're deflecting by focusing on others. Here's a tip. If someone tries to pull you into gossip, shut it down with, "I'd rather not talk about them when they're not here." Not only will you earn respect, but you'll also signal that you're someone who values integrity over cheap entertainment. Number 3. Acting passive-aggressive. Few things are more frustrating than dealing with someone who can't express their feelings directly. Passive aggressiveness is like emotional cowardice wrapped in sarcasm or subtle digs. Instead of saying, "I'm upset because of X," a passive-aggressive person might make snide comments or give the silent treatment. Guess what? People see through it. They know you're upset, but instead of viewing you as someone who's honest and emotionally mature, they see someone who lacks the courage to face conflict head-on. That's not just irritating, it's deeply disrespectful. If you're guilty of this, stop. Practice clear communication. Say what you mean, even if it feels uncomfortable. It's far better to be direct and risk a moment of tension than to let passive aggressiveness chip away at how people view you. Respect grows when people know you'll handle issues like an adult. Number 4. Lack of basic hygiene. This one is uncomfortable to talk about, but it's too important to ignore. Respect starts with self-respect, and if you're not taking care of your basic hygiene, you're signaling to the world that you don't value yourself. Think about it. If you can't manage something as simple as brushing your teeth, showering regularly, or wearing clean clothes, how can people trust you to handle bigger responsibilities? It might sound harsh, but it's true. Poor hygiene isn't just unpleasant, it's a deal breaker for respect. Fixing this isn't hard. Invest in grooming. Find a skincare routine. Wear clothes that fit well and are appropriate for the situation. These small steps show that you care about yourself, and when you care about yourself, others are far more likely to care about you too. Number 5. Always arriving late. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have. When you're chronically late, what you're really saying is, your time doesn't matter as much as mine. Even if that's not your intention, that's how it's perceived. Being late occasionally happens to everyone. Life is unpredictable, but when it becomes a pattern, it's a problem. It's disrespectful, and over time, it makes people stop trusting you. They'll think twice before inviting you to things or relying on you for anything important. The solution: plan ahead. Set reminders. Be honest with yourself about how long things actually take. And if you're running late, communicate. A quick text to say, "I'm sorry, I'm running behind," shows you respect the other person's time, even if you can't be punctual. Number 6. Complaining all the time. Nothing ever goes my way. Why does this always happen to me? Sound familiar? Complaining might feel like venting, but to everyone else it's draining. Nobody likes to be around someone who's constantly negative. Here's the problem: complaining doesn't solve anything. It's the verbal equivalent of spinning your wheels in mud. And worse, it makes you look powerless. People respect problem solvers, not problem dwellers. If you catch yourself complaining, pause and reframe. Instead of saying, "This sucks," ask yourself, "What can I do to change this?" People gravitate toward those who focus on solutions, not problems. Be the kind of person who inspires action, not apathy. Number 7. Acting like a victim. Life isn't fair. Bad things happen to good people, but constantly playing the victim is one of the fastest ways to lose respect. Why? Because it shifts all responsibility away from you. It's saying, "I have no control over my life," which is not only untrue, but also incredibly disempowering. People respect those who rise above their circumstances, not those who wallow in them. Playing the victim might get you sympathy in the short term, but in the long run, it makes you look weak and helpless. Respect requires strength, not perfection, but strength. And strength comes from taking control of what you can and letting go of what you can't. If you find yourself slipping into victim mode, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Resilient people inspire respect. Be one of them. Respect isn't just about what you do, it's also about what you don't do. Those are all habits that erode respect faster than you can imagine. The good news? Every single one of these is within your control to change. The key is awareness. Now that you know what these habits are and how they impact you, it's time to take action. Choose integrity over gossip, honesty over passive aggressiveness, accountability over excuses, and resilience over victimhood. When you do, you'll not only earn respect, you'll become someone worthy of it. Remember, respect is a reflection of how you treat yourself and others. So stop these habits now and start building the kind of reputation that commands respect wherever you go. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and activate that notification bell so you will be the first one to know when a new video is released. I'll see you in the next one.